If you ask who am I would say a visual artist, because it's like everything I am and do. I don't think there's an artist in this world who would have started being an artist only for the money or only to have a like day job as an artist. I think whatever the field is, artists by profession, like meaning that you're doing it every day, or it's something that you have a calling for, and it's something that's always in you to become better at, like not only the technical skills but also like how can you move people, or how can you tell what you want to tell with your art. When you're really hungry to learn and become better, then you just kind of keep on doing that, and that kind of takes you to the level that you can do that for a living. So does art impact my personal life? Yes, I don't think in my case, for example, they are the same. Like art is my personal life. I mean, and it's also the choices that I make in my personal life. I wouldn't say that art is everything, but I would say my art is everything. And to me, of course, art is not only the end result, it's also so much about the inspiration and the ideas and the stories and the life you live, and all that will show in the art. It's so important to kind of live your life to be able to make art that has any value, in the sense that has an impact in the society and to the people around them, because it's made from in the same time and in the same space. It's everywhere. The colors, the choices, and what you're going through. Like art is always diary, in the sense like you can always remember that time of your life when you were making those. As an artist, it's always the next work that is the one that you're kind of thinking like, that's gonna be amazing. It doesn't mean that I don't like the works that I've done before, but there's something improvement in my eyes that I can make, and I know I will, and there's gonna be like these amazing artworks coming. I haven't gotten there, and I've noticed that this thing is so common with every artist, because that's kind of that urge to make the next work even better is kind of the urge that keeps you on going. Because if you would feel like you've already made your masterpiece, it would be really hard to make. Why would you make art anymore? With the improving comes also the other side, is remembering to be very kind to yourself, in the sense that you are okay as you are right now, that you're living in so much in the future, or the future idea of you, that you think that you're not valuable as you are right now, or the achievements you made. Working with hands is working with actual tactile things is so important. I mean, I love that we have all this different, we have laptops and we have iPhones and we have pads and we can do digital art and digital painting, and we have like art studio anywhere, and you can do editing and you can do so many things with these kind of digital gadgets, and that's great. But that's great, but it's also very exhausting, because it feels like nothing you do is in the same realm that you are. And it's good to do that sometimes, but I feel like when I go to my painting studio and I paint with actual paints, with actual brushes on actual like surface on canvas, it's all like more, I'm always very energized after painting. Like, well, of course there's days that nothing works like I ruin a painting and then I'm not energized, but usually 90%, 95% of the times, after spending just an hour or like 6 hours in the studio, or like 12 hours in the studio, I feel so energized and so good, because it's like this physical activity that I do. Even though it would be painting small or like painting big, it's something that I'm actually seeing. There's paper, and then you have a pencil, and then you just do that, and then there's a picture, and from the picture you can read what's going on. It's magical. And when you do that digitally, it's also like magical, but it's also like it's a digital energy. Like it's not so much the feeling that you're doing it with your hands. Like when you do something by hand and with like actual elements, there's always mistakes and accidents, and those are like the best happy accidents, because then there's not controlled set, so you need to go with the flow and trust it. And if you like feel like you ruined everything, then you ruined everything, and that was a learning experience this time. And then you can reset it with gesso and start again when you're working on an iPad, and then you're like on the sofa, and it can be really good at times, but then also energy in your body gets blocked if you don't move. And then when you're painting with with actual paints, you have to get clean water every once in a while, and you need to get the right brush, and you need to move more. So then I guess it's more like you're more in the flow. My biggest art influencers for sure have been Henri Matisse. Henri Matisse's paintings, they're painting Red Room. I saw it in Hermitage Museum in St. Petersburg when I was maybe 10, and I was just like mesmerized by it. I don't know how long I stayed there to watch that thing, but that's like been the biggest reaction I've had to a painting. I love female artists, strong female artists, so Tove Jansson's legacy is such a big one. She has been such a good storyteller in so many different mediums, from her cartoons to her books to her paintings. Like she did it all. She feels like a person who was full of joy of the creation, because there's so many myths of this artist who are in agony of like that everything that their life is so dark and hard, and like I'm dying, and then for me, the artists who feel like that they've lived, that they've enjoyed life, like they've enjoyed nature and food and everything that the life has offer, and then what art they created from observing the world full of wonders. For painting, Helen Schäfbeck, her also brush strokes, her being able to her paintings, there's this very light feeling that she's able to tell so much with so little. Then there's Yayoi Kusama installation with the red dots and dots everywhere, and she has also done it all. Like she's created fashion and performance and drawing and installation. Artists who have not set a medium, but that they are more, maybe there's a feeling that they are very true to themselves, that they are creating from their heart, and not so much I'm a painter, so I paint. But then no, I feel like these dots are coming to everywhere, and they just kind of continue that feeling and not force themselves into some box which maybe the art industry or society has put them in. So I guess like feels good. That's a good thing, because I guess I'm full of joy for this living experience. That's like absolutely a mission of mine, to spread joy. And sometimes I feel like I can do that through design as well. Or at least I hope so.